I think we didn't start particularly well, which gave them the opportunity to get their foot in the game. And when you do that with a side like that, listen, that is what Pulis does. They try and bully teams, and the two centre halves were all over Djukovic, and made life very difficult for him. Every time the ball went up to Hugill, the referee seemed to give a free kick to him and not Djukovic.
I know.
So yeah, it was. If a game is scrappy, it plays into the hands of Middlesbrough and any Tony's Pulis side really. But they deserve to go. They deserve to go into the break ahead.
Well taken goal. Can't take it away from
decent. Unfortunately, Magoma's just switched off as the guy's gone down the line, and they've played it in nicely. And it's a decent finish. And obviously, but for the Pedersen ridiculous double block on the line, it could have been 2-0. So I think at half time 1-0 down, really you're almost taking that because we weren't in the game at all. And then similar to Brentford, really. Second half we came out and we just looked a little bit better. And I think people might not like this. I know there's an awful lot of debate about whether his value to the team recently, but we looked better because Hotter was on the ball. Simple as that.
He was more on the ball.
He was more on the ball because he was more central.
Yeah,
and I don't know whether that was Monk's decision or his own decision that he said, because first half, and I'll be the first to admit it, against a Middlesbrough side, against a player like George Friend, he is pointless. It's pointless putting him out on that right wing because he's not gonna get any joy out of George Friend. And the way we were playing is the way we played, the way that we've got a lot of success out of this season. Getting it forward as quickly as possible, and that will work against some teams, but it won't work against a side that go to bed dreaming of heading balls away, and winning aerial battles. It's what they do day in, day out. And it was really difficult for us. But then, as soon as Hotter started moving central, getting on the ball, picking it up deep, and trying things in the second half, we looked more of a threat. Collan on the right hand side and Pedersen on the left were getting forward more, which give us options wide, which allowed Hotter to have more of the ball in the middle of the park. I thought Craig Carter come on at half time and did well. But yeah, and listen, the goal has come from exactly that. The goal has come from Collan staying out wide. Hotter picks it up deep, cuts inside, plays a lovely through ball. How many times did we lump it long and they won an area battle?
We didn't win one, I don't think.
Ridiculous amount of times.
But why play like that? Was going to be the next question to you. Why did we set a stall like that?
Because that's the only way we know, really.
We know play it on the floor.
But we can't do that. We haven't got the players. The only player we've got to do that is Hotter. And in the first half, he was stuck out on the right hand side, and we got no value out of him whatsoever. The goal is the perfect example of why Hotter is so important to the team, because he picks that ball. They've got 11 men in their own half, and he cuts inside and he picks out that ball to Djukovic, and the touch is brilliant, the turn from Adams is brilliant, and the finish is magnificent. And at that point, really, you think there's only one winner here, and I don't know whether it's because Monk got the sack from Middlesbrough, and he was as up for it as every fan in the ground was. Obviously, I think the plan was to bring Vassell on anyway because we were losing, so I think he was going to bring Vassell on anyway. But to take Kieftenbeld off, we just lost all shape then. And then their second goal is, you pause it at the moment the midfielder plays it through, and you've got I don't know what I haven't got a clue what that is. That back line, Pedersen's on the halfway line, and Morrison and Dean are miles apart from each other.
And another parry from Camp.
Where?
Just before the goal went in. A few seconds before that goal went in.
Which goal?
The second Middlesbrough goal.
Oh.
He shot at Camp, he parried it out, and then it went
Right.
out, and then came back in and scored. So
yeah.
Badia caught that again.
But he doesn't catch.
No, I know.
He doesn't catch. And but when the Sambalonga goes through, like, I saw a few people possibly criticising Camp about whether he come off the line too slowly, but I think if he'd have come off the line, you'd have been borderline fouling a Sambalonga, and Camp would have probably been sent off anyway. So, the defensive shape is the cause of the goal more than anything, and a Sambalonga takes it really nicely. And
do you think it would have been better for Harding to play?
No. I think he was very unlucky to be dropped, because he's been very good, and it wasn't Collan's finest game, certainly by no stretch of the imagination.
Ding! Man City 1-0, by the way.
Oh,
Okay, thanks for that, Steve Smith.
Yeah, so but listen, with Middlesbrough are a horrible side to play, and it'll never be entertaining, and it'll never be any fun playing them. They're the masters of what they do, and when you go 1-0 down, it's very, very difficult to get anything out of the game from them. So for us to get back in the game and get the equaliser was a fantastic effort, and unfortunately, I say unfortunately, listen, we could have got the equaliser. He could have brought Harding on for Djukovic and settled for the point and said 1-1.
Yep.
And we'd have come home afterwards and said, oh, what if he'd have gone for that? What if he'd have gone for that? We could have nicked that. We were in the ascendancy. So I'm not going to criticise him for going for the win.
No, not at all. But do you think it was the right moment for the substitution?
I think the substitution was... I think it was the right time.
Yeah.
We just scored. Bring Vassell on. Excellent idea. Maybe for Magoma rather than Kieftenbeld. Because just that shape... and then the second goal, like I said, we're all over the shop.
Typical Pulis, though. Typical Pulis.
Well, but it's not a surprise. It's no shock to anybody. So,
unfortunately, we've had to move Kevin Scarlett into the green room. Kev, what was your take on the game overall?
I thought it was a slow first half, and I think they picked it up definitely in the second half. And soon as Gardner came on, I think he changed the game.
Stonewall penalty.
Yes, absolutely.
Hit the post.
Stonewall penalty. Dean should have scored. I don't know where the handball is. Dean should have scored from the free kick. It's a brilliant free kick, and Dean should probably score. And the penalty. I mean, honestly, and I feel for him because he's getting a reputation. I think that's 2 or 3 times now he's been booked for diving. That is not a dive.
No, absolutely
he has, he's sold Ayala.
I've watched it in ultra slow motion as well.
Ayala's gone down, and he sold him by not going forward. And then Ayala, if you watch it carefully, he sticks a leg out a second time, and that's the one that catches Adams. So it sort of looks like Adams stops and then goes over very easily, realising that Ayala's on the floor. But Ayala does put his leg out a second time, and that's what catches Adams.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's not a yellow card. It's an absolute certain penalty.
Amanda Hutchinson says Scarlett looks dead cute with the headphones on. Give a thumbs up for that one. Can you give a thumbs up for that one? There you go. And Penny says the Vass is back, of course.
The Vassell is back, yeah. And like I said, I think at that point, the atmosphere was building in that second half, and then obviously as the goal goes in, that really it was the perfect time to make that substitution and bring Vassell on. You've just scored, give us another boost by bringing Vassell on. But I think in hindsight, taking Kieftenbeld off, was probably the wrong move. Just in terms of the shape and the solidity of that midfield. But you know, like I said, I'm not going to have a go at him for pushing forward and trying to get that winner.
Pete Taylor says Keaton Bell being subbed was purely because he was booked. Game got a bit feisty at one point. It got a bit feisty 2 or 3 times.
Keaton Bell's booked most games. Keaton Bell's pushing his luck most games. Do you know what I mean? But I can sort of see the point. You know, if you're going to take anybody in the midfield off, take off the one who's on a yellow card, maybe. But yeah, I think just the substitution of introducing Vassell was the right move and the right idea at that time. But it sacrificed something. And you know, listen, Keaton Bell being on the pitch might not have stopped the defensive shape being all over the place. It might not. But I'd have suggested that it probably would have been a little bit more solid. But
Paul says Munkle says tells the players to go for the win at home. Just took the wrong player off.
Yeah. I think that's a fair comment. And like I said, we could have got the equaliser. He could have waited 2 minutes, brought Harding on for Djukovic. We could have drew 1-1, and everybody would have been going down the Coventry Road going, should have brought Vassell on there. We could have won that. We were on top at that point. So, you know, sometimes managers can't win whatever they do. He went for the winner. I've got no issue with that whatsoever.
Yeah, and Craig Courtney says he also admitted catching Shea, which is a disgrace, really.
You know, we're not going to admit it at the time, are you? But listen, it's the yellow card issue that is my worry. Because this is no, well you can't. But it's 2 or 3 times now that he's been booked for diving. You know, and so obviously there's word going around the referees in the EFL that you've got to look out for Adams if he goes down, and you know it's just such a horrible it's a horrible decision not to give the penalty. But that's a fair point. It's a horrible decision not to give the penalty, but it's even worse to book him. You know, it's just so far away from a booking.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
You know, but.
Dean Williams still not having a bad season despite all this that's going on.
Fantastic.
Fantastic
you know,
season.
We're 8th, and we'll be 8th. You know,
probably come the end of the season.
Well, I think if we're 8th, I'll snap your hands off for 8th at the end of the season. So, but you know, look, we've got Norwich on Friday night, and then we don't play again until the end of January.
Nice
so
rest.
Come the end of January, we'll be in the top half. You know, and then we'll see what every other team has done in the transfer window by then to see whether we have fallen behind.
Dennis is offering you a tenner if you'll sing "Happiness" by Ken Dodd all the way through.
I don't know it. Happiness, the greatest gift that I possess. That's all I've got. No.
Oh right.
That's all I've got.
All right. Okay. All right. Well,
so
you don't even get £2.50 for
no,
that.
I don't want.
I don't think that was worth it, Scarlett. You? Nah.
I'm not a patch on Scarlett. Definitely
not. We need the atmosphere from the first blow of the whistle, said Steve Portman. It was rather flat, wasn't it? Right until such time as that one was kicked off the line, and then that rendition of "Keep Right On."
Yeah.
Flew around.
I don't know what I don't have an issue with it. It doesn't. You know, I don't think it has a bearing on the way the players are playing. But obviously, it'd be fantastic if if every single person in the crowd sung from minute 1 to minute 90. But that's that's not
going to happen.
It's not home games anymore. But.
And talking about Steve Portman, he's asked me to read this out with you. So get rid of that and get rid of that. Okay, it's we're raising £5,000 to help enhance the activities and services offered by Accessi Blues, Birmingham City Football Club's Disabled Supporters Association. Story. In 2016 we started to create a new disabled supporters group at Birmingham City Football Club. We've been focusing on building the good relationship with BCFC over the past couple of years, and our efforts have not gone unnoticed. We were shortlisted by the Fans for Diversity Award in the 2018 Football Supporters Federation Awards. Now we want to go further and become a charity, an organisation who not only helps with advice and support at football matches, but also puts on supported free events which will bring disabled people together. Currently we have a coffee morning every Tuesday, and we hold a free-to-attend Christmas party wholly funded by our own fundraising attempts. Every penny we can raise will be spent on enhancing events and creating more. We are all volunteers who care about disabled people. Nobody within the group has any financial interest in Accessi Blues. We just want to help improve the social lives of people who normally won't have much opportunity to integrate with others. What a wonderful story that is.
Yeah. You did very good work.
So, what we'll do, Chris, if I send you this, could you send the link and then we'll put the giving page up? Yeah? And that's just started now, so... If I'll just share that if I can. I don't know how to do it yet, though, but I'll have a look. Menu. Yum, 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 yum. Shabba. Right, okay. We'll get back to that very shortly. Norwich Friday night, Chris. That's not going to be an easy task, is it?
No, it's not. They're a side that are very fit as their goals. The timing of their goals shows they score so many goals late on. They keep going until the very end. They did it on Saturday at West Brom. Were 1-0 down for a long period in that game.
Ding. And Wolves down to 10 men.
Okay.
As I haven't got the bell. Is the bell spare? Is it like something? Is it a floatable bell?
I can do that from here.
Okay, all right. There you go. That's an interjection. Yeah. So the Dingles are down to 10 men and 1-0 down. That's not going well, then, is it?
Not for them, no.
Oh well.
Yeah. So it'll be another tough test. But you've got 2 weeks after that without a game. So go again on Friday, give everything you've got, and then see what we can do in training for the 2 weeks after that.
Yeah, then it's Swansea. So I've seen somebody just said nothing against Norwich. Point at Swansea at best. We don't even see we'll do it our own way.
I'm not sure about that. I think we're more than capable of getting 3 points at Swansea, but I think we're capable of getting some on Friday night as well. Nobody's looked as good as Leeds in this league, and we went there and won. So we are capable of going to Norwich and getting something. We've just got to be we got to make sure that we match them for the whole 96, 97 minutes because they score so many late goals.
Yeah, as we saw again the weekend.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So without goals in the last 10 minutes plus injury time, they'd probably be mid-table. So we've got to match them all the way until the end and show the same commitment. And the same quality on the ball as we did in the second half. And we certainly could come away with something from that game.
Everybody wants Scarlett to have the bell. Scarlett's got to be in charge of the bell. Now, there's two things you want to do. If you want to interrupt, you ring the bell, right? And Dennis has asked if you could ring the bell every time Mr. Fun talks rubbish. All right? So it's all down to you now.
And
Okay?
when you want to sing your song, it's 2 dongs.
Yeah, if you want to sing your song for a £5 and a big bag of sweets, two dongs and we're ready. We'll go straight into it, okay? Your call, mate, your call. Keep right on, as they say. Yeah, go on, sorry.
Yeah, so it's a tough game, but we've got to go. I think we've got to go to these places believing in our ability, but also being wary of what they've got. But there's no point playing a different way. We can only play the one way. I think we'll get it forward. We've got Adams is in the form of his life. He's looking so dangerous. If Hotter can recreate what he did in the second half on Saturday, then he'll be a threat as well. So we've got people who will threaten them as well.
Doz is going 4 points for the next 2 games. Matthew Brown, right Blues off at your peril. And Robert Wilson is a 1-0 win Friday and a 2-1 win at Swansea.
Blimey.
So we'll take them 6 points.
You're not kidding.
Definitely. All right, I've put the link up to the Just Giving page. If you could get on that and donate, then that would be absolutely marvellous. All you've got to do to be in next week's competition, don't forget, guys, is share this on your personal Facebook stream on the Share Now button, which is up on the top right, well, mid-right sort of section of the page.
We'll do 2 draws next week because of technicals.
Yeah, because of technicals, we'll do 2 draws next week, not the one. But we're not doing one this week.
No, we'll do next week.
Due to technicals. And we have been asked if we're doing Fergie time due to technicals. I'm not too sure because I have to get back. It's an hour and a half's journey, so we'll find out later.
Yeah.
Whatever will be, will be. Whatever will be, will be. We'll perhaps do that in the last 15 minutes, Gregory. Cogley and Stewart on the way out, says Steve Smith.
Yeah, I think Stewart will definitely. I'm not sure about Baker's Cogley, but for us to recall Greg Stewart from Kilmarnock would suggest I don't think he's going to be part of his plans.
Yeah.
So unless Hotter or Adams are on the way out, and he sees that as the easier cover to bring them back. But yeah, I think personally it was a recall in order to sell Greg Stewart and get him off the wage bill. But yeah, I'm not sure about Dacres Cogley because he's been on the bench a couple of times. So
Yeah.
But obviously he's in a position where Collan is first choice and Hardin's second choice. So maybe there is an expendable squad member there. I don't know.
Scarlett, what did you think to the game Saturday?
It was good. Not when we didn't win, though.
No.
You like it when we win, do you?
No.
Do you jump up and down when we score? Go mad.
Run up and down the stairs, don't you?
Up down the
Yeah.
stairs. You got more energy than I have.
Yeah.
88 steps. 88 steps to get to the top of the GM upper. I counted them up.
Okay.
I counted them. I was quite tired when I got to
Yeah.
the top, shall we say?
Well,
Quite
well
tired.
done for keeping that one clean. Yeah.
And Adrian's asking if we can have a competition on how many I Blame Lee camp posts are going to be on Saturday.
This Saturday.
Well, it's Friday night.
I was going to
mate,
say
isn't it?
probably
So-
none on Saturday because we're playing on Friday night. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's the easy route. It's the easy way for people. But you know, he's the best goalkeeper we've got, and as long as it's keeping David Stockdale out of goal, then I'm happy.
All right, Paul Gill saying, actually, I'm going for a 0-1 win at Norwich with Camp coming off the bench as a late sub for Hotter and then scoring a world.
Camp coming off the bench for Hotter.
I think he's
What?
perhaps joking. I did fast pay for the first time on Saturday. Very good from Dozer. There was 2 sections in the top of the cop that were fast pay only, weren't there?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. How well did that go? Does anybody know?
No.
No. I didn't have to wait for a beer at half time because Dennis had got me one in ready by the time
Ah,
I got
cool.
down. You know, thank you very much, Dennis. That was very well.
Still owe me one. Yeah.
Adam Wilkes saying Stewart's rumoured to go to Cardiff, wasn't he?
Don't
know.
I'm not sure if he's not Championship quality. I think it's a bit of a risk of Premier League club going for him. But yeah, he did well up in Scotland. But with all due respect, I think that's Championship League One level, the Scottish Premier Division. So I think Sunderland might have been mentioned, but obviously they're in League One at the moment. So yeah, we'll see come the end of the window what happens. I hope it's obviously goes without saying. I hope it's not bringing him back because he's worried about losing people, because we don't want to lose any of the first team squad at the moment.
Well, according to Wazza, Monk's been reported to have said that Stuart recall was nothing to do with him.
Well, that would suggest
He's going.
it's selling then, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, if Gary Monk didn't want Greg Stewart back and he's come back, then it's not to be in the first team, is it? So, yeah.
And Dennis says, can you get some WD-40 for your door?
Oh, no, yeah. Yep.
Hello.
I certainly will. I'll certainly 1-2-1-2. That's not working.
We're all working, yeah?
No.
Who you are, but like
Okay,
that.
rightio, okay. We've still got all microphone down, so sorry, Scarlett, I know you're in the back room there, mate, but you're doing a sterling job. Are you looking after all the buttons and tweaking all the sound systems and everything for us? Yeah. Is everything under control and going out smooth now? Yeah. So you've now taken Mrs. Brown's place. Pennywood says Lee Camp is God.
Not sure about that.
Doing all right.
I think it's a bit over the top. But
Stephen-
Matthew
oh, yeah.
Brown certainly wouldn't agree with that.
No. All right, Craig Courtney. It was a joke. No queues, but people not wanting to do fast pay think they should take the hint on the fast pay. Back of the cop was fast pay was very good from Maureen Minute.
Good.
And James Wright wants to know how long. Was it James Wright? Beg your pardon. Oh, these they go so quick. Back of the cop.
How long before Davis
Yeah.
is back? Yeah, I think he's
He's in full training,
working his
isn't he?
way into training. I'm not sure if he's with the first team yet. But yeah, they've been putting videos of him working hard, in training as they did with Vassal. So hopefully by the end of the month he'll be in proper 100% full time. You know, S&C training and his conditioning will all be good. So start of February when the games start rolling round thick and fast again. Hopefully he'll be back in contention with that
wait
squad.
for the freezing cold Tuesday nights.
Oh
in February,
yes, absolutely.
I've got to say congratulations to Paul Gill for being our Tilton Talk Trillion Trophies TV Toshiba Superstar of the Week. What was that comment for?
What
you know?
again?
Oh no, he's for the month. He's for the month. We're doing it monthly.
I was
now.
going to say
Monthly.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot.
he was there last week.
That was really good, wasn't it?
Monthly, yeah.
All right, I'll take all that back now then.
Yeah.
We have got a 3-word review winner as well.
Okay.
And who was that?
That was Mark.
Adams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Yes. Yes, it was.
Yes, it was.
It was Mark Andrew Adams.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know, brilliant stuff.
And what was the winner?
It was. Oh, it was a good one as well.
Yeah.
It's a Sambalonga Road.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, very good.
I don't mind.
Very
that,
good,
yeah.
I don't mind that. Ray Nash says, can't catch you guys every week, but when I do, you really make my week, fellas. Great show as always. Keep right on. Thank you very much,
thanks,
Ray. You
Ray.
keep joining in, my friend. You keep joining in. And Kev Smith, I think him not being on the bench was a sign he's being called back to be
Yeah.
sold.
Yeah. That's the impression I got. Yeah. Definitely.
Craig Courtney wants to sack Mrs. Brown for Scarlett. Give Scarlett the job. Full
Good
timer.
idea.
You see how loyal our listeners are to us, don't you? Sack Scarlett. Sack Mrs. Brown for Scarlett. Oh dear. And Doyle and Stockdale are the best players on the Blues book, says Jez, with lots of laughters afterwards.
Oh, does he?
And Doyle's no longer on the books anyway.
Thanks,
is he?
Jez. Thanks for your valuable input.
Right, Robert Wilson, rather have Truman in goal. What do people think? We'll start with you.
Donald Truman went out on loan to Solihull Moors the year before last and wasn't good enough for them.
Right.
If you think he's all of a sudden good enough for a championship side, then that's your opinion.
Yeah. Gregor is asking if you can give us a Mrs. Brown squeal.
Ooh,
Oh,
Is that action now? Right, back in there.
wow!
that's all it needed. That's all it needed.
Yeah, just needed the squeal.
The Mrs. Brown
And we're
squeal
in.
and the microphone starts working.
It's magic.
I'll try it again. Just
Great stuff. So we can get back in there then, and we can have a proper chat. Mike works according to Adam.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Excellent. Right. Did anybody try the butternut squash soup? I was tempted in the queue, but bottled it and had a coffee. I didn't even know there was butternut squash. I wouldn't.
No, no more.
I only had a beer anyway, so.
Butternut squash soup. What has the world come to? Honestly.
Excellent. Let's welcome our guests back then. This is Kevin and Scarlett and Bo, of course, Bo Brumley. And don't forget, I did put an appeal out just before the mics went down in section 1 of the programme, is that Scarlett has actually got a bow, but she's lost a bell, haven't you?
show us.
Lost it completely, and you don't know where it is, do you?
No.
No. Then you'd love them, wouldn't you? So if anybody out there's got a spare bell, please get in touch with us and we'll certainly get it passed on to Scarlett for appearing on the Tilton Talk Show tonight. Okay? Now, you going to do the Harley Dean song yet? Bag of sweets and a fiver?
Yeah.
Off you go then.
I think it with you.
Oh, we'll join in.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Harley Dean, he is a great defender. Harley Dean, he's better than Chris Samba. Harley Dean, he never gives the ball away. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Harley Dean. Hey!
Very good.
You see, you're not nervous anymore, are you? Right, Chris is going to organise a bag of sweets. Me and Chris are going to go £2.50 each.
Yeah,
No.
That's your
in
fiver.
advance.
Okay.
Oh, and you got £2.
You've already got
Oh.
£2.
You
You're the
stole
only
that off
person ever to
Mrs.
be
Brown's
paid on the
desk.
Talk Show.
No.
Ever. Who give you the £2?
I'll go over to you.
Ah,
there
right,
you
okay.
go.
There you go, there's my contribution.
I'm like the Queen, I don't carry money, so I will catch up with you at the Nottingham Forest game.
No.
and
Thank
give
you.
you
Because we
yours.
said it was a £5. I'll give us that back then.
Oh, okay, and I'll give you
I couldn't
£2.50.
let you go without your £5. You did the song, all fairness. There you go, you got
Yes.
your £5. Chris is going to go and organise you a bag of sweets. And we've got some goodies for you as well. You ready for
There
this?
you go.
Right,
Thank
bring
you.
them through then, mister. Yeah, please, by all means.
I'm guessing that this one, which one passes that? This is.
Yeah, you can
I know
go.
that
Yeah.
this all fits. There you go. It's a brand new.
That's a brand new Keep Right On hat. There you
Oh,
go. That's
yes.
only special people ever get them.
This has got. Let's see. If you show that to the camera. There you go.
Ah,
'Cause that's what
legend. They are legend.
There you go, legend. There you go. That's fine. Hey.
Oh.
There you go.
Thank you.
No, thank you for that video, mate. It was
Very,
absolutely
very good,
brilliant,
yeah.
brilliant. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Eh? So you've come out tonight with you broke all the studio. You've got a £5. You're going to get a big bag of sweets, a
Yeah.
Keep Right On that, and a legend shirt. Hey, can't be bad. What a night out that is for you, mate. Brilliant.
Pete Taylor says I couldn't give the money over as I only use FastPay.
You'd take fast pay, wouldn't you, Scarlett? You'd take fast pay, wouldn't you? Just say yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Ray Price wants to know if he sings a blues song, can you have a Keep Right On cap? Get your pocket money out, Mr. Fun from Dean Williams. Get your pocket money. And I've got to say hello to my brother in New Zealand, Pete, who's just joined us. Welcome to the show, and welcome to quite a cool Monday night here in the UK.
Bitter,
Where
I
it's,
think you'll find.
summer out there
Absolutely bitter.
in North Island of New Zealand.
Got an alarming question that's come in from Benji Smith. Are we seeing the Gary Monk tattoo tonight, Kev?
Of course,
It's
yes, of course.
Before the watershed, isn't it?
It is before the watershed,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm not sure whether we...
People have seen
Yeah, I'm sure they have. Yeah, that's it, yeah.
I forgot all about that.
Yeah.
Of course, yes, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, that creased me out. Well played you having it done. Brilliant, brilliant. And, that's immortalised there for the rest of your life, isn't
Promise
it?
is a promise.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you hear about the chap from Wigan, one of the Wigan supporters, who said if we beat them B6ers by 3 goals, he'll walk from Wigan to Leeds backwards for charity? And he's been on Radio West Midlands tonight. What a great thing to do, though. Walk
Where
backwards.
did that come from?
I don't know. I haven't got a clue where it come from. I'm just making conversation, trying to
Cheers.
pass time
Yeah.
here. Kev wants to know if I've been emptying my fire extinguisher again.
Yeah.
No, not till Christmas, not till the 1st of December. Jez, fair play, lads. This is why blues fans are the best in the world. Now, this is why blues fans are best in the world,
Absolutely,
right? The
yeah.
reaction from this young lady here when she got that ticket is what drives me on to be a Birmingham City supporter, and I absolutely mean that wholeheartedly, completely and utterly. Oh dear. Adam Wilkes says if money and goodies. Oh, I've lost it. If money and goodies were involved, I'd give you a tune when I was in. No,
Yeah.
no, it's all right, Adam. No money for Mr. Fun as his missus had his back his cash.
You're not kidding. I haven't got anywhere to pay for the washing machine and fridge freezer the other day.
A washing
The
machine
old,
and
the
fridge
old
freezer.
6 months 0% interest was up. So
Oh right, okay, so
let's pay that one.
ta-ra.
Yeah.
Ta-ra.
See you later.
Steve Smith says that even the big issue sellers now take card payments. Well, I don't think that's a bad idea, to be fair. Not a bad idea.
No,
Yeah.
it stops people using that as an excuse. doesn't
Anyway,
it?
Paul
What
Itkiss
they
says
say.
the Vile fans are better off for going backwards. I'm surprised you didn't play a little ditty then, mister. Penalty for Man City, Craig Courtney, thanks for that.
2-0.
Ask Scarlett if she would like to see Mr. Fun do a parachute jump out of an aeroplane.
No.
He
You
doesn't
know
want
what,
to do it. We're
Scarlett?
trying to get him to do
You
it.
That deserves a
very
smile.
rapidly become my very favourite guest that we've ever had on this show.
And you've not contributed towards the gift.
I know. Yeah.
Danny Lilly, best fans in the world, whether we're losing or winning. Always cheering. Please don't use the expletives on there, mate. 2-0 Man City. Thanks for that, Matthew Brown. Wolves shocking tonight from Nigel Mann. We don't care. We don't care. And Steve Tarbuck says, bringing the kids up right. Keep right on. Way to go. Way to go.
So, Kevin, what was Scarlett's first game, and at what point is this her first season ticket season, or
It's second.
second? Yeah.
I started taking her to some of the friendlies,
Okay.
just to get a feel of the place.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think she was about, 4 or 5?
1.
Or 1, maybe.
One.
Even 1.
Oh,
Excellent.
Can you give Scarlett the bell? No, give her the bell.
I've got.
Yeah, she's in charge of the bell.
Oh yes, you've got it.
There you go.
There you
Rings a
go.
bell.
You could ring it now because Wolves are 2-0 down.
Think it.
Ring it. Loud.
That's it. Yeah, Wolves
There
2-0
we go.
down. Interjection. Did you like it the first time you went? Because it frightened me the first time I went.
Can't remember.
You can't remember?
No.
How old was you when you first went?
1.
Oh, golly. Sorry, I missed that bit then. Only 1. Right. But you like going now?
Yeah.
Season ticket
I think once
holder.
she signed Che Adams, she was a big Che Adams fan, but
Yeah.
now it's all about Harley Dean, isn't it?
Great song. He never gives the ball away. Does anybody
Hipkiss.
know where B6 are from Steve Portman?
Oh, interesting. Paul Hipkiss wants to know who is Scarlett's favourite player. I think we might be able to guess that, but who is your favourite player?
Harley Dean.
Harley Dean. I thought it
Undoubtedly,
might be,
without
yeah.
a doubt. Who's your second favourite?
Che Adams.
Shay,
Yeah.
and then you one after that. You don't know. It's just it's
Irrelevant
all about.
after
It's all
that.
about.
It's all about
It's all
Dean
about the
and
Harley
Shay,
Dean, is
yeah,
it?
yeah.
It's all about the Harley Dean. You're
Yeah.
quite a rich girl, aren't you, mate? To be honest with you. Right. Does anybody know where B6 are from Steve Portman? I don't know. But does anybody really know where they are?
That's all that matters. That's all that matters.
Amanda Hutchinson. Do you know Amanda Hutchinson?
Yeah, she's my mum.
Ah, well, there we go. Yeah.
What's your little brother's name?
Harley.
Oh,
There
really?
you go.
I named him.
You named him, did ya?
That's amazing.
Quality, isn't it?
Couldn't say no to that.
I tell you what, that has made my night. That is brilliant.
I made him smile as well.
You what? Sorry,
Yeah.
I made him
Do you know
smile.
what? That was
you made him smile
that was
as well.
a genuine smile from
There
him.
you are.
that
So
was,
ring
yeah.
your bell because you made him smile.
Yeah,
Hey.
fully deserving that was. That's fantastic.
Can I just say a big thanks to Stephen Gill who put me in touch with that clip that's sort of went viral all over the place.
I didn't know. I've just.
Yeah.
How many shares did it?
See,
had
I wouldn't
680
mind.
shares last night.
I wouldn't
It was
mind
mental.
if it wasn't clearly a Blues fan just
No,
on the wind up.
no.
You know,
No, it
because
wasn't. No, it
it was.
wasn't.
It
It
was.
wasn't a blues fan.
Oh, it was.
No.
It wasn't.
Definitely.
It wasn't.
Definitely.
Do you know him?
100%
Do you
a
know
Blues
him?
fan.
Do you know him?
Definitely a Blues
Do you
fan.
know him?
Can't say anything.
No, I know
Definitely a Blues fan.
It wasn't a blues. It wasn't
Was.
a blues.
Definitely.
Do you want me to check- do you want me to
Sherry
play-
Drew,
do you want
Scarlett.
me to
Sherry
play-
Drew wants to know who your favourite dinner lady is.
Yeah, she's my dinner lady.
Is she a dinner lady?
And she's a blues fan.
Is she a blues fan?
Well,
Well
she's got to
done.
be your favourite then.
She's
hasn't
writing
she?
to
Yeah?
me on here. She says, "Who's your favourite dinner lady?" with lots of laughs. Who's your favourite dinner lady?
Sherry.
Sherry.
Sherry Drew, dinner lady. Was Mrs. Brown in Peaky Blinders episode 2?
Pardon?
Was Mrs. Brown in Peaky Blinders episode 2?
No, just the first one.
Sherry Drew. She always gives the food away.
You can sing that at school tomorrow. Did you hear it? Yeah, do it again. 1, 2,
Sherry
3.
Drew. She always gives the food away.
You stand on your table.
Yeah.
No.
Right, Jez wants to know who's your favourite Tilton Talk presenter.
Everyone.
Everyone.
Oh, come
Correct
on.
answer. Correct answer. What?
Incorrect answer.
Fancy putting a 7-year-old child under that much pressure. Jez, shame on you.
But there's a correct answer. You know?
Yeah. Come on, where did all the
Come on.
Everybody's saying you're brilliant.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Last 15 minutes, here we go, of the show. Can't you believe where the time goes when we do this? It's mad, isn't it? Right, Chris has just mentioned that he has got no money on him this week because he's had to pay off.
Zero money.
He's had to pay off his washing machine,
fridge freezer.
fridge freezer.
Yeah. Which is, do you know what's even worse?
It gets worse. Anyway.
Do you know what's even worse about that?
Go on.
Because it was the 6 months thing.
Yeah.
We bought it just before we went to America in the summer.
Yeah, 6 months ago, isn't it? Yeah.
6 months ago.
Then you could have waited 5 or 6 weeks.
We were just
couldn't you?
about to spend 6 weeks in America.
That's the way it goes. That's the way
Miserable.
It goes. That's the way it goes.
Wonderful news, wonderful news. Thank you, Richard Haler. That's all I'm going to say at this present point in time. Okay? That's all I'm going to say at this present point in time.
Oh, yeah, mate. I'd like to know that as well.
I'll tell you very shortly, but
Okay.
it's something I don't want to put out on air just yet.
Okay.
So your last 15 minutes then is anything to do with football and kitchen appliances. Anything you would find in the kitchen, okay? Anything you'd find in the kitchen and anything to do with footballers. Football.
Oh, you saw a sound effect for kitchen appliances. It's gone. Well,
That's silenced him for a minute, hasn't it, dear? Have you enjoyed yourself, Scarlett?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy breaking everything?
No.
Is that
I didn't
popular?
even
With
break
thousands
anything.
thousands of people were trying to get on and it all went kaput. They all wanted to listen to you see.
Dayan Oven. That's all I've got off the top of my head instead of Loven. It's awful.
Oven
And
crans
I
you could have had.
apologise. Peter Oven.
Peter
crans.
Oven crans, yeah.
Yeah, possibly, yeah.
Oven Femi Martins from... there you go. Pooey Nappy. I don't know where that one comes from.
Who?
Tommy Spooney.
A spoon is not
I said
a kitchen
anything
appliance.
A kitchen appliance or anything you would find in the kitchen, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Barry frying pan.
Yeah, not a footballer, but yeah.
Oh, dear. Kieran Dreyer. Do you like that one? Anthony Hurley?
Yeah, do you know, sort of. Yeah, because it'd have to be Kieran Tumble-Dyer, wouldn't it? But yeah.
Emery Fan. Virgil Van Pipe.
No,
No.
no.
Okay, I can say it now then. Steve
Peter-
Portman has just put Richard Taylor, such a gentleman, thank you much for your donation, as he's donated to the Excessive Blues cause. Richard, you are
very
one
nice.
heck of a guy out there in Miami.
And Richard, when I go over to Orlando to watch Orlando Pride, because Mark's moved over there, can I come stay with you for a week?
What, so you don't have to pay for a hotel?
Yeah. Still got no money now, have I?
Come
Tight,
straight out
isn't
with
he?
it.
Scarlett, how tight is he? He squeaks, is that tight?
Let's come straight out.
Very.
You know.
Very,
Very indeed.
Very
Just spot
tight.
on.
very tight
Unashamedly
indeed.
so.
Stove Bruce. Oh, it's got it. Come on.
No.
Oh, Peter Pan, who?
No.
You think of any, Kev?
I'm trying to think.
know, yeah.
I'm usually good with the puns.
Peter Oven Glove is good instead of Unlove. That's from James Brown.
Morgan says Karen Brady. She can be found in the kitchen making horse meat pies. I know, but it's
It's
every
a
week, isn't it?
7-year-old here.
Paul Gaston.
Liam Fridgewell, winner.
Good
So far,
boy.
so
good
Winner.
boy.
You've
No,
got to know you've got to beat Liam Fridgewell.
it's a winner.
They've got 12 minutes.
No, there's nothing beating that. Liam Fridgewell works in every sense. It's got his name in it. All he's had to do is put a letter in front of it, and it just works so beautifully. Liam Fridgewell has won.
Scarlett, Jodie, Susan and Tom Phillips wants to know, who do you think is the worst manager that we've ever had?
Steve Cotterill.
Steve Cotterill.
Yes.
Who, question from me, who do you think is the worst player we've ever had?
You can remember. Who don't you really like?
No one but Jack Grealish.
I've got another good answer.
This girl is outstanding.
Isn't she, Justin?
Absolutely the best guest
You've
we've
got
ever
a
had.
career coming up in broadcasting, definitely, without a doubt, without a shadow of a doubt, alright?
Just Jack Grealish.
Peter
who-
Ovenglove. I'm sorry, Peter Ovenglove.
Peter Ovenglove is okay, but it's no Liam Fridgewell.
Yeah, it's
believe
pretty
you get
good.
involved
That's pretty
in
good
this.
lead for you.
Oh, this is brilliant. Oh, dear. The Tilton Fork Show.
No.
Jeff Adams.
Apparently Scarlett's got to pick the winner. So, yeah.
It does say Scarlett should pick the winner.
Yeah.
To be fair, within a very small amount of time,
Chef
she
Adams.
said Steve Cotterill's the worst manager we've ever had, and then
Grealish is the worst player ever.
the only thing I heard was who's the worst, and then she said Grealish straight away, so that'll do for me. Definitely.
Emil Flasky? Flask?
Flask.
Right, okay, I'm trying. Ray Parlour. Ray Parlour. It's there. It's got it. Oh, it just doesn't even need a letter. Parlour.
Archie Tiles.
Pantry. Don't you know what a pantry? Oh, you good. You've never heard. Do you know what a pantry is? A parlour? No. Oh,
because it's not 1963 anymore.
Well, at least I was born then. Does Daddy know what one is? A parlour or a pantry?
A parlour's your front room, and it's your best room.
Jerry Grill.
It's not in the kitchen, is it?
Pantry, is it?
Beverly Manners reckons Zola was the worst manager
No.
I've ever had.
Zola was inanely incompetent, but nowhere on a completely different
He didn't
scale
mean
to
it, did
Steve
he?
Cottrell. Yeah, there was just a blind innocence
Yeah, he didn't mean
to,
it. He had his
to
fingers
Zola's
crossed like that.
incompetence,
It was like that when he was-
whereas Cottrell was just the arrogance of the man.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Okay, Barry Frying Pan. We've got that one. Grill Merrick.
Good one.
Good one.
It's got possibilities. Larder. Don't know who that's supposed
Larder?
to be. No.
Has someone just give another name for a kitchen?
I don't know.
Someone's gone back to the 19th.
Brew Brummy. That's a good one, isn't it? Brew Brummy.
Yeah. Good one.
Harley Bean.
Harley Bean.
Oh.
Harley Bean. He never gives
Harley
the ball
Bean.
away.
Harley Bean? It works.
This is what
It's
we
up
like.
there with Liam Fridgewell.
Mikhail
Jacques
Fort-
Mug Omer.
I've got what Mikhail Fort Salt Cellar.
No, you're working too hard.
Civ Cottrell. It's quite good, isn't it? It's quite good.
No.
Anthony Hurley, well done for that one. Made me laugh.
Hotter chocolate machine. You see, now we've got a problem here because every week, no matter what the subject, Adam Wilkes tries to go hotter chocolate, and he's going to get banned at this, right?
He's not going to get banned. He's not going to get banned. He might get a ding on the bell. Give him a ding on the bell for me.
No more hotter chocolate.
Didn't he? Well, you'd find it in the kitchen, wouldn't you? Kenny Burnt,
Wayne Spooney. Oh.
Archie Tiles. You'd find them in the kitchen, I suppose, don't you? Chrissy Michelle Tomlinson. Do you know Chrissy Michelle Tomlinson?
Yep, it's cousin.
Chrissy Michelle?
Yeah, it's cousin. She's a
Your
steward
cousin?
down the Blues.
She
Says,
does
love
that.
you, Scarlett. Well done, babe. Hey.
Thank you.
Star of the show. Star Steve Bovril.
Instead of who?
Cottrell. It sounds just like
No.
it, doesn't it?
No, 'cause you could pick up any object and put it in a kitchen and then use that.
It's got to be a kitchen.
It's got to
appliance,
be
I think. Yeah.
something that stays in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. John Harris.
I don't know.
To-
Again.
It's back up again.
No, we're okay. We're okay. Ashley Campion was Liam Fridgewell. He deserves a shout out. He deserves a name check for that. It was superb.
Yeah, he certainly does. Oh dear, we're back on there. Sorry about that. We had a little glitch again there. I work at the Blues as a steward. Betty Road. No, don't get that one.
No,
Chrissy Tomlinson works at the Blues as a steward.
very proud. Not Betty Road.
well,
Very
I
proud.
read out what was written. I'm not an
Very
interpreter.
proud.
I'm not an interpreter.
He's
I
getting
work
so
at the Blues
old,
as a
isn't he?
Does
steward.
that mean you're very proud to work at the Blues as a steward, or very proud of Scarlett?
We're all proud of Scarlett tonight.
We are.
We're all proud of Scarlett. Scarlett's been the star of the show tonight, haven't you, mate?
Yeah.
And the Wolves are losing. What could be better? You got to keep right on that. A shirt, £5, big bag of sweets coming. We haven't found
And
you
a
a bell
cuddly
yet.
toy.
And not bad.
We haven't
Don't
found
get
you a
cuddly
bell
toy.
yet.
That's
The
a
only
good-
bell that
that's
she's
a
got
good
is the one that
good
she's
thing.
dinging. Has anybody out there got a spare bell that Scarlett can have, please, for starring on the Tilton Talk Show tonight? All right.
Hotter point washing machine.
Oh.
See that? Now we're
Works.
talking.
Shake and vac Magoma.
Luke, what's a shake and vac? What are you doing in the kitchen?
Don't know. Perhaps someone's got a carpeted kitchen. I don't know.
Why would you have carpet in your kitchen?
Ask me not.
That's asking
the
for
person-
trouble.
Ask the person that wrote it.
No good. Not good enough.
Paul Gill says Bell Toy will be sorted. Club shop has them.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
There you go.
So looks like we're going to get you a belt.
That's fantastic.
Gary Monkfish.
Gary Monkfish. Really?
You have to
Steve,
ring the bell if you want to interrupt.
Oh,
Yes, Scarlett. It's your show. Off you
Steve
go.
Cottergrill.
Steve Cottergrill.
Grill.
Steve
Yeah.
Cottergrill.
See, the best
It's
one's
better. It's much better than Steve Bovril.
Yeah, that's better. Yeah.
Shake
Definitely.
Definitely. Was from Mark Adams.
No, it's awful.
Tassimo Salah.
Tassimo Salah. That's good.
That's good.
Yeah, that's good. That's not bad. Tassimo Salah.
Why does this happen every Monday night?
Yeah, they are below the Blues. You're right. Paul Hipkiss keeps posting Danny Sinkwater, which is putting me off it. It's an interjection. Scarlett.
Tetley Henry. She told me it.
Tetley.
He told me
Tetley
it.
Hendry.
Oh,
You
Tetley
didn't
Hendry.
tell me that.
Oh,
Tetley
okay.
Hendry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
tea
good.
bags. Yeah, tea bags are in the kitchen. Yeah. Oliver Teabagley.
Steve Portman wants the bell because he wants to let his missus know when he wants a cup of tea. Jody Thompson says, "Blues in the Jasper Carrot Room and True Blue Nose since I was 6 years old. Welcome to the show. And
Yes,
being
thanks
part
for
of it."
tuning in, Jody.
Absolutely. Now the comments are flying in again. Sorry, Gary Monkrowave, Steak Andrews.
No.
David Seabass. That's the thing that you'd use in the kitchen.
Dave Twine is banned from stealing Liam Fridgewell. He stole Liam Fridgewell. Liam Fridgewell was mentioned earlier.
We've got Mrs. Brown's sauce. Mrs. Brown.
Good one.
Can you do that?
No.
Yeah.
That's a sound fucking.
Emil whiskey. Who leaves whiskey in the
No,
kitchen?
whiskey's not in the kitchen.
Pizza Enkelman. That's quite good, but sorry, no, that's not something you'd use in the kitchen. Oh dear me. Oh, life above. Okay, so we've covered off the Accessi Blues call for assistance. We've covered off the bell. Looks like you're going to get yourself a bell. We'll be in touch with you very shortly. Okay, we'll get that sorted out. Competitions, we're going to do 2 next week. Norwich, predictions.
1-1, and they'll equalise in the last 5 minutes.
So you're saying we're going to score first 1-1, okay?
Yeah.
Kev,
Scores.
I'll say 1-1.
1-1.
Yeah.
Scarlett.
What do
Looks
you
like
think?
Scarlett was going to go 1-1.
3-0.
Oh!
To Blues.
To the Blues. I'm going to
Who's
high five you in a
scoring?
minute, mate.
Who's going to score?
Oh, he never gives the ball away.
Chai Adams.
Yes.
Harley Dean.
Yes.
And Hotter.
Hotter.
Right, there you go. 3
Love
different
it.
scorers. Mrs. Brown.
I'm going to go for 2-0 Blues.
2-0 Blues. I can't see us getting anything there. I'm going to be 1-0 Norwich. Sorry.
Oh, what a misery.
I'm Ed rather than Hart.
What a way to end Scarlett's
You're calling him
special
a
show
miserable.
by saying we're going to lose. Oh, how could you?
Steve Blendry.
No. Ashley Campion's won it. I'm sorry. I'm overruling. I'm
Jay Racy says, good show again, lads and Scarlett. Keep right on.
Yeah.
Keep right on. It's almost
Oh.
time for us to go. Oh, interjection.
Ben Foster.
Bean Foster.
Bin Foster.
Yeah.
Wheelie. Bin Foster. Don't say that your dad told you. Claim it for yourself. Jay Racy 1-1. Brett Stanley 0-2 with a tear. 2-2 from Stephen Gill.
Benji says 2-1 Norwich after we've led for 80 minutes. That wouldn't surprise me.
Richard Hayler's going 1-1.
Yes, they are.
Jeff Kenwood. No?
No, it's 1.
Oh, it's 1, is it?
1.
Okay.
I would have given it Ashley Campion for Liam Fridgewell, but as it's Scarlett's
it's
show,
Scarlett's show.
I'll let her win with Bin Foster.
Bin Foster. There you go. You are the winner.
Yeah.
Hey! Winner in the room. That doesn't normally happen. Could never think of them. I'm surprised so many came through stupid things in the kitchen.
Oh,
Steve Portman's going 1-2. Craig Courtney 1-0 Blues. Harley to score and show a thank you to Scarlett t-shirt.
Yeah.
That'd be brilliant, wouldn't it? Well, awful apologies about the break we had at the very start of the show. These technical things happen. We're blaming Scarlett for it. We're going to blame Scarlett completely.
Yeah.
I don't see any reason why we shouldn't take any blame for anything over here. We always blame everybody else. That's the way. Mark Adams is going 3-3. Paul Gill 0-0. Beverly Manners 1-0 Blues. Shay. Friday will be an exciting match. It certainly will, Steve. Nice to see you. Thank you for joining in, and good luck with the appeal there, my friend. Lindsay Phillip, hat-trick from Harley for Scarlett. Hey, how about that? Would you like that? Hat-trick from Harley for Scarlett, just for you. Lee Camp to score and pull his top of the line of Mr. Fun t-shirt on. Cheers, Dave.
Don't worry, Lee. I've got your back.
Listen, apologies for the interval that we had earlier. Do apologise for that. It wasn't meant, obviously. Kevin and Scarlett, thanks ever so much for coming in. Star of the Tilton Talk Show. You're going away with all your goodies. Your bell's going to be sorted out for you. Okay? Have you had a good night?
Yeah.
Thank you for having us.
This is Cushy Rest Birmingham City fan. Right? Birmingham City fan. You always be Birmingham City fan in your age. 50 years old, right? I still feel how you put this on. Thank you. Star of the show. Scarlett, ladies and gentlemen. Scarlett. Well done, mate. Thank you, Mrs. Brown. Mr. Bond, excellent reviews as well.
Thank
As
you.
always, thank you very much. And Scarlett, would you like to say the last one on the Scarlett show to say goodbye to everybody?
Goodbye.